darkness. It was a world of fear. It was the age of gargoyles. Stone by day, warriors by night. We were betrayed by the humans we had sworn to protect, frozen in stone by a magic spell for 1,000 years.
Greetings, I'm Shaq, and let's talk a little bit about gargoyles. Now, in the common language, gargoyle refers to a stone statue depicting some type of monstrous creature with bat-like wings. And I'm here to tell you that architecturally, and according to the original use of the word, that is completely incorrect. I'm not saying that it's incorrect to use it in this context now, just that historically and technically it is false. In architectural terms, the names of monstrous-style creatures that are put on buildings as adornments are known as grotesques. And these can be anything from dragons to chimeras to devils. And if there is any adornment on a building depicting a fantasy-like creature in this way that is not serving any other architectural purpose apart from being an adornment, it is a grotesque and not a gargoyle. So then, what actually is a gargoyle architecturally and historically? Well, it arises out of a unique kind of problem with stone architecture, and that is water. Now, water isn't generally an issue, but what I'm talking about is the rainwater runoff, the drainage. If large amounts of water runs down the side of stone walls, this can be a problem. It'll stain the stone wall, make it a kind of a weird colour compared to the rest of the wall. It can also erode away the mortar and even the stone in some circumstances. And so to fix this, they built a stone type of spout that funneled the water off the wall so it would stream down like a small little waterfall in and of itself, not touching the stone wall at all. This architectural stone spout is what was originally called a gargoyle. Now, the word gargoyle comes from the French gargoule. Yeah, so bad with French. But anyway, it likely means throat, or otherwise known as like a gullet or gutter. And there are similar words derived from the root gar in gargoyle, which means to swallow. Hence the word gargle, to gargle something. The words gargle and gargoyle actually have the same root origin in this word gar, which refers to the throat. The thing is, though, to make these gargoyles look a bit more appealing, they were made as grotesques. In other words, they were built to depict some type of creatures, usually. And this is the connection between the concept of a gargoyle being a creature. It's just interesting that they became so prominent and iconic that the word gargoyle then started to mean, in casual language, normal grotesques that don't have any purpose apart from adornment. So unfortunately, you know, that classic, awesome, old-school cartoon gargoyles, they're actually not really gargoyles, not in the true origin and meaning of the word. They're actually grotesques, but I do find it interesting that gargoyle has become its own type of fantasy creature, which is basically a type of demon or devil. You'll notice, though, interestingly, gargoyles are often positioned not near what you would see roof lines. They're just kind of sticking out of a wall. This solves an important kind of an issue in regards to trying to funnel water off the roof of a castle or any other stone building. You see, stone walls are usually thick, and the faces of these stone walls don't always go in line with the junction of the roofs behind them, meaning that the edges of the roofs usually sit below or a bit under the top of the stone wall. walls, especially on square keeps. I've actually shown 3D models of square keeps in my videos, and one of the interesting questions that has come up in regards to them is people ask me, well, hang on, would the water just pool up in the crevice between the roof line and the wall? Because the actual roof line is set down a little bit into the square stone walls. Well, the way they fix this, on one of the ends of the roof, or they can put it on both, there is actually a hole or channel that goes through the wall itself onto the other side, letting the water drain off, so then there would be no internal water runoff going inside the building itself. And to fix the problem of the water running down in a big stream along this portion of wall, which will cause damage, they built a stone spout to funnel the water off the wall, which is a gargoyle. Gargoyles can be used in any place where there could be detrimental buildup of water. And technically it's a gargoyle whether it looks like a creature or not. But this is when we are being strictly technical, because I do subscribe to the logic that language evolves. That the meaning of words are actually defined by how they are used by the larger majority in society. I've made a whole video on that subject entitled The Evolution of Language and How It Messes with Historical Accuracy. But when no misinformation is actually being spread by the new definition that has arisen out of casual usage, I have no problem with this, because this is what everyone does. Even, historical Puritans and language Puritans, we do this. And I give many examples in the video I've just referenced. And the word gargoyle has really evolved to mean a type of stone statue depicting a monstrous creature. Because we do have a word for this architectural stone component that does not look like a creature, and I've used it many times in this video. It's a spout. And a stone statue that looks like a monstrous type of creature has really evolved to mean gargoyle. But at least you know the original meaning and use of the word, how it started and evolved. And there we go, that's it. This is what a real gargoyle was originally, and their important use and function in regards to stone architecture, such as castles, Gothic cathedrals, and really any other stone type of structure in the medieval period and other times as well. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed, and of course, I hope to see you again. Until that time, farewell.